Hi there. Hi there. This video is on how to tie your belt. Okay, so here we go. Your karate belt. Welcome to karate. Here it is. So, of course, you won't start with your belt on. I will take mine off. I will show you this one time with my belt, and then I'll show you also with a white belt so you can see what happens when it's a little bit stiffer and newer, and it'll look more like yours. Okay, so this is belt tying 101. In belt tying 101, we're going to let one of the caveats of belt tying happen, and that is we're going to allow our belt to touch the floor. Okay, so typically our maintenance of our belt and our tradition with the belt is that we do not allow that to happen. But in the beginning, it's difficult to manage this very long thing without letting it touch the floor. So we teach you first with it touching the floor, and then later I will teach you advanced belt tying, and you will learn how to do it without touching the floor. So the first thing you need to do is find the center of your belt. So I let the ends touch the floor, and at the top I have my hand right in the middle of the belt. Okay, so I'm going to take that middle of the belt and I'm going to put it behind my back, and the belt should be flat across my back. I'll try not to walk too far away. Flat across my back, no twists or wrinkles. Okay, so now here's the secret to belt tying is do not ever put your hand out like this. Do not slide out on the belt, because now when I bring my hand back to move it, the belt's going to loop down and be out of my control. So I have to always allow the belt to slide through my hand. So if I pull this side, I'm keeping a grip here, and I'm only pulling as far as I need to move it, at which point I would put it in my hands, and now I would use my hand. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is that part. So my belt is even. Both tabs are touching the floor in front of me, and my hands are the same distance apart. Okay, I'm going to, from that position, I'm simply going to take my left hand and I'm going to put it in front of my belly button and lay the belt flat. And now I'm going to pull. So that left side is short. I want the tip of the belt hanging down by my knee. Okay, a little above the knee perhaps. And then I'm going to take this top part and I'm going to lay it on top of the part that I already put on my waist. And now I'm going to layer this all around my waist on the belt that's already there. See, there's the belt, and I'm going to go right on top of it. And notice what I'm doing. I'm holding, I'm repositioning my hand, I'm holding, I'm repositioning my hand, I slide the belt, I hold, I reposition my hand. Okay, so that way I'm keeping the tension on the belt all the time, and it won't fall down. If I let go, it is going to fall down, and this is where kids in particular run into the most trouble. Okay, so now at this point I've brought that belt all the way around my waist again. It's on top of that, and now I'm going to fold it down. I'm going to tuck it. I'm not letting go of anything. I'm holding with my fingers. I'm using my index finger to tuck. I tuck the belt underneath and pull it up through. Okay, so now remember, I'm mirror image of you. Okay, so now at this point you need to check the belt tabs are not the same length. So you're going to need to get them the same length. And what you do is you move your whole belt contraption away from the longer part toward the shorter part, and then you wiggle it back. So you want to keep this nice and layered. You don't want to just yank it, it'll get twisted. Trust me. Okay, so you come back to the front and you check, are they even? Okay, so when they're even to your satisfaction, that's to my satisfaction, they are even. Okay, now it'll hold itself up when you let go. Okay, so the piece coming out the top, this is my left side, this is my left hand, this is my left side. Okay, the left side of my belt, that goes in my left hand. The right side of my belt, this on your new stiff belt is going to be sticking out straight, but on mine it just hangs down, so it's perfect. I just grab it, I put my fingers underneath, and I pull up. Okay, and now I have a part of my belt in my left hand, a part of belt in my right hand. I cross left over right, and it makes an X. Okay, now I hold that X with my left hand. I take my right hand, I reach down through the hole. You sort of see how it looks like a bunny rabbit. These are its ears, this is its head. Okay, so an upside down bunny rabbit from your perspective. I take this, I punch down through the hole, and I grab hold of the tab that's sticking out to the right. I pull it back up, and now on holding the ends of the belt, I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3. And I'll get a nice tight knot with an arrow pointing to my right. That's what I want. I want that belt arrow pointing to my right. That's over here. And this belt will hang down nice And now, of course, mine's broken in, so it's very more than broken in. It's well worn, so it's very floppy, okay? So I'm going to show you now with a stiffer belt, okay? So to untie it, I'm just going to untie that belt, and I'm going to take my belt and lay it off to the side, and I'm going to give you my blue screen, and then we're going to go to a white belt, okay? So practice. Okay, so now I'm going to go to a white belt. So this is a nice stiff belt, okay? This one is a Dojo Extra. It's been worn maybe a couple times in class, and that's it. So again, I'm going to let it touch the floor. I'm going to put it behind my back. I pull it around so that it's short on my left and long on my right. Now, in the case of this time, I'm going to do it mirror image. So I'm going to do it backwards so that you can follow along with me. So it's going to be short on my left, okay, long on my right. I put the left in front of the belly button. I lay this one on top. Now remember, I'm doing this backwards, so this is your mirror image, so just do it with me, okay? So you're facing the video. Okay, so I'm doing it on the same side as you. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to wrap it all the way around. It has to lay on top. Go slowly and hold. I'm holding here, I press. I'm holding there so I can let go now. Okay, now this hand can come around behind and take that belt. I hold, and I hold. Okay, so now it's come to the front. And now this, you can see this part is hanging down, this part is crossed over. I'm going to take the part that's on the top crossed over and I'm going to tuck it around. Okay, so now I have the belt is sticking out. This is a nice stiff one, it holds itself up, okay, nice and new, just like yours. Okay, so now I want to make them even. So again, I move the whole thing over towards the shorter side and wiggle the knot back, the crossover back to in front of my belly button. When I think they're about even, that is when I'm going to start the knot. Okay, so now I have it positioned for the knot. So now I'm going to take the top piece in my left hand. It's my right hand, but I'm your mirror image, so your left hand. The bottom piece in your right hand. We cross left over right. Okay, so left goes on top. I'm going to hold that with my right hand, my left hand, and I'm going to reach down through the hole and I'm going to grab this ear. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to go out to the ends of the belt and I'm going to pull. 1, 2, 3. And now your belt knot makes a nice arrow. See that arrow? This is the point. This is the poker, like the stem of the arrow. This is the point, and it is poking off to your right. Okay, so remember I did this mirror image, so it's pointing to my left. I did it backwards. Okay, so it's going to your right. So that is the belt in mirror image. All right, so good luck with your belt tying. Please practice it many, many, many times. That's how you get your belt broken in. Wear your belt for all of your training, even when you're training at home by yourself. Okay, wear your belt and practice that belt tying. So we say the hardest part of class is getting here. The second hardest part is learning to tie your belt. So good luck with that belt tying. I'll see you soon in class. Bye-bye.